What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today you're going to be watching some Das Haus gameplay. This is not from the 24/7 playlist, although speaking of that, it is now live in Vanguard if you didn't know. Basically, Das Haus here is one of the smallest maps, one of the smallest new maps that we've gotten in Vanguard, and I guess in a while too. I guess, you know, from new COD games, like since Modern Warfare, maybe Shoot House was like the smallest, and that wasn't even that small. So it's cool to see a new small map, and I really like the map. You know, it's not like I guess Shipment, where it's just a cluster and you don't really like or dislike it, you just kind of play it just for the camos. I feel like I actually enjoy this map. I usually do pretty well. Not to toot my own horn too much, but I tend to like this map a lot. In fact, I did get like a 97 kill gameplay or something like that. I only died like 20 times also. It was a really good gameplay, and to only die 20 times on a long match on this map, it sounds more impressive than it actually is, especially if you've never played it. But yeah, that's the gameplay in the background. I don't get 90 kills in this gameplay, but I do think it's pretty exciting, fast-paced, and you know, it's definitely different compared to some of my upcoming gameplay, I guess. I do sit a little bit more than I should in some upcoming gameplays. You'll see those in the future. But anyway, for today's video, I want to talk about one of the biggest issues that I don't want to say nobody's talking about, but that it's kind of underlooked or overlooked right now. People aren't talking about that, and that is the bayonet attachment for certain weapons. I don't know quite which weapon it is yet. I think it's on some ARs. Honestly, I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna be frank with you guys. I haven't had time to unlock it. I've really only been using the sweat guns, trying to, you know, get good gameplay, trying to be decent at this game, trying not to have like a below 1 KD for now, at least. I mean, it'll probably go down eventually, but I'm trying to use, you know, the sweat guns, the STG, the MP40, pretty much the best guns in the game. So that's what I'm using so far, but I do think that this attachment will be broken eventually, and if it's not already. Before I get into it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I do appreciate all the support recently. We are growing very quickly, so I do appreciate it. And while you're down there, hit the notification bell. Leave a comment down below. Do you like Das Haus 24/7? Have you played it? And yeah, just let me know that in the comment section down below. But now let's talk about something else. Let's switch gears really quickly. I want to talk about something that's kind of weird. The Mortar Barrage, guys, I don't know if you guys have used this streak before, but it's basically like where you have this like little disc, you throw it like a bouncing Betty because you can't throw it that far. I think it's glitched. I don't know if Sledgehammer, like, are you guys aware of this or not, but like one of your streaks basically just doesn't work. You can't throw it, you can't take it back, you know, like you kind of just, you're stuck with it. And then you have this like little disc in your hand that you can't throw, you can't put down, you can't put your weapon back out. Maybe you can, I'm not sure. But yeah, Sledgehammer, you need to fix that. That's one of the biggest bugs that I've noticed so far. That's, you know, that I've actually encountered, along with the camo glitches, the STG camos. Some of these are not unlocking, which is very frustrating when, you know, for me, I'm a camo grinder. I want gold guns, I want diamond guns, I want atomic eventually. So yeah, you gotta fix that as well. I just wanted to bring up those two quick little, I guess, things that they could change or that they should change before I get into kind of the meat of the video, which is the bayonet. I saw this clip on Reddit, and actually one of the homies actually brought up to my attention the bayonet charge, or whatever this is, you know, attachment on the assault rifles. It's nuts, dude. The range on this is like Commando Pro from Modern Warfare 2. If you've never seen that, go look up gameplay of that from Modern Warfare 2, because that was nuts. That was one of the most broken things about Modern Warfare 2, next to like, you know, noob tubes and stuff. But yeah, Commando Pro is broken. I'm going to show you this Reddit clip right here. Yeah, I'll just talk over it, I guess, right here. And you can see basically the dude is just knifing people at, you know, incredible distance. I saw a Drifter made a video on this as well. This is going to be a problem, guys. Definitely. Now, while it's, you know, kind of broken, kind of nuts, I think it's interesting. I'm not advocating that they keep it, you know, but I think it's interesting that there are like real attachments in this game that stand a chance and that are borderline broken, right? Because in Modern Warfare and Cold War, I feel like they kind of played it very safe with a lot of things. Like the most broken quote unquote thing is maybe like a fire shotgun in those games. There's nothing really that's like, oh, this is broken, but you suffer at range, or this is so nuts up close, but you suffer at range. This is nuts at a far distance, but you know, it takes forever at ADS. There needs to be some kind of like firm trade-off, like interesting classes. I think that's what's going to keep the game fun and exciting, because Truth be told, if they end up nerfing this like to the ground and there's just no point, there's no viability in knifing anymore. Now, just to keep you guys in mind, I'm not someone who likes knifing. I don't like getting knifed. I don't like knifing people. I just don't think that's fun in Call of Duty. I play COD to shoot people, basically. All right, let's just be honest here. Knifing, like maybe it's like a last resort. Sometimes you can get like a cool kill cam or something like that, but other than that, I don't love knifing. You know, I don't wake up every day trying to knife people. It's just not fun for me. Maybe it is for you. But I think the variability, like the variance of having an option like this makes the game way more replayable and way more fun, right? Like if you, if you are just really good at the game, you know, you want to use the STG, MP40, go for nukes, go for dogs. Maybe that's too easy for you. Now can you try this, right? You can try getting a knife-only bayonet, or a bayonet-only nuke, a bayonet-only dog streak, or something like that. That's cool, dude. That's like it's fun. That's what I liked about Modern Warfare 3, because a lot of those guns in Modern Warfare 3 were viable. You know, you could do decently enough. And so if you wanted to, you can go for Moabs with, you know, like something like the CM901, the FAD, the SCAR, you know, like not really the ACR, the MP7, like those are kind of the more basic, the OP guns. And keep in mind, Modern Warfare 3, there was no like, you know, patch updates every week, patch updates for nerfs and stuff like that. None of that really happened that often. If ever, it was like once every like season maybe, and it was usually not big. I think near the end of the life cycle, Modern Warfare 3 did get some, you know, bigger game patches, but during it, it was pretty much you're using the MP7 or you're probably dead, or the ACR, I guess. And those were mainly the nuke streaks, or the nuke weapons that people gravitated towards. And speaking of Modern Warfare 3, it was actually, you know, the 10-year anniversary for Modern Warfare 3 yesterday at the time you guys are watching this. So shout out to Sledgehammer for making that game, or for participating in making that game, because that was a fun game. Big fan of that game. But I don't think it's a huge deal as of now, because I don't see a ton of people running it. I think everyone's still stuck in their STG MP40 ways. And speaking of that, right now, man, in Vanguard, there's like no gun variety, because it's really just those two guns and sometimes the automaton, which honestly isn't that bad. I think I may or may not be using it in this gameplay as well. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's not that bad. I think a lot of the weapons here are pretty viable. And I think, you know, eventually once everyone gets their STG and MP40 done, by done I mean gold or leveled up or whatever, and they start gravitating towards other weapons, they're going to notice that some of these other weapons are very good, very viable, and pretty fun to use. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. What weapon are you mainly gravitating towards and using predominantly throughout this opening launch week. I've been playing a good amount. I'm not going to say, you know, yes, I play every day, but I don't play like, you know, hours and hours every day. I haven't even prestiged yet at the time you guys are watching this. So, you know, that goes to show you I've maybe like 9-10 hours in the game so far, which sounds like a lot, but you know, compared to some other people, they would have like a day, you know, a day and a half. I'm like, okay, that's a lot. All right. But you know, I wish I could play more. I wish I could go back to those days, no school, no responsibility, no work, and just, you know, vegetable out, like just become a vegetable, just play games mindlessly, go for camos. Honestly, to be honest with you guys, I'm really liking this camo grind because it's slow. It's very slow, and it's gonna give me something to do. Yes, I'll get frustrated with, you know, launchers, knives, riot shields. I'm sure of it, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm looking forward to the grind, and it should be a fun time. And hopefully, you know, I'll be able to explore all the weapons and maybe come up with my own broken setups or whatever. And I don't know. I don't think I'll be the first to let you guys know, but it'll be cool nonetheless. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I do appreciate you guys. As I said before, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. All those links are in the description down below. I am streaming fairly often these days, so go check out my Twitch and go hang out with us at night. But anyway, that's it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and yeah, have a great rest of the day. I'll see you guys later. Peace.